Hey everybody! All right, so I'm spread out. I have to be honest, I don't know that I've ever done this before at my house, so we shall see how this goes. We're gonna make a volcano, and you can make it several different ways. I put a link in our newsletter telling you kind of how to make it. This is just the best way I can think of to make it, so we're gonna try it. So I have my baking soda, and I have vinegar. I have some food coloring. I have red and I have yellow so that we could make orangey looking lava. Just thought that would be kind of fun. I have, this is a recycled Gatorade bottle that we used this week. I just kind of rinsed it out so we could use it today so it would hold our stuff. And I have my pencil box. I have a little measuring cup. I have a spoon and some paper towels. And I have some scissors. And I have a coffee filter. Now, you're probably like, why does she have a coffee filter? I'm just kind of extra, and I wanted it to kind of look like a volcano. So I'm going to take my coffee filter. In just a minute, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour my vinegar into my little bitty, I have a little bitty tiny measuring cup. It came from our schoolroom. This is when we do measurements. It's 4 ounces. It's not very much. But I'm going to pour my vinegar in there, and I'm going to go ahead and get my coloring in the vinegar. So it has, hey, Mr. Gandalf. So it has time to kind of get really orange before we start. So I'm going to add, if you look on your little food coloring, if you have food coloring, if you don't have food coloring, it'll still work the same exact way. I just thought this would be kind of cool. So I have, it says to do egg dyeing, you need 17 yellow drops and 3 red. So let's see what we've got here. So I'm going to open my rig carefully so I don't squeeze it and get it all over me. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Now, the way I do experiments is I kind of watch and I follow directions, but I also know, I'm going to put this up here so you can see it. So it's turning red. Okay. So I'm going to stir it just a little bit so it turns red. Okay. And then I'm going to add some of my yellow to make it orange. You can follow the directions, and I'm going to do my very best to follow the directions, but like this is not the same amount that you would use to dye eggs, so it may turn orange before I get to 17 and I'll stop. So just so you know, and with science, you make adjustments every single time you do it. I may do this project again this weekend and do it totally different, so it's okay. There's no mistakes in science. We just learn from what we do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, so I stopped at 17. I'm going to stir it a little bit. Ooh, I don't know if you can tell, and I'll bring it closer to the camera. It's a really pretty orange. It's actually called Orange Sunset. That's what it says on the box. So I'll stand up so you can see it. It's a really pretty orangey lava color. So we're going to let that kind of sit while we're getting our volcano ready. So with your coffee filter, what I'm going to do, volcanoes are usually like blackish, brownish in color. So I'm going to get my black and I'm going to get my brown. There it is. And I'm going to kind of hold them together. And I'm going to do a quick color all on my filter. Now, I'm going to be careful because I don't really want it to get all over my table. So I'm being very gentle. And like I said, this is not a step you actually have to do to make your volcano. I just said I was a little extra and wanted it to look like a volcano. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. I don't really know how this is going to turn out because I just added it. So it may totally flop, and that's okay. I just know I won't add it next time. So I'm going to keep on making my, so I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see where I've colored it in a little bit right there. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to cut just a little bitty hole to go over the top of my Gatorade bottle. So I'm going to cut a little hole, not a big one. We don't need a really big one. So there's my hole. And I'm just going to kind of gently put it over my Gatorade bottle like that. So, ta-da! It looks like a volcano. I know, it doesn't have to be that extra, but I just thought it was funny. We may have a visitor in just a minute. My cat's looking at me to see if he can come up here. So if we do, just ignore him. He's fine. So we have our volcano ready. So got our volcano ready. And let's see. I want the baking soda. And I actually have a big spoon in my baking soda. I kind of keep it there. So this is okay if it gets messy. I kind of, with baking soda, I just kind of curl my hand around the opening and I'll dump it in there. So I have a funnel in my kitchen, but not everybody does. So I'm trying to show you how to do it. If you don't have all these little pieces, it's okay. And just make sure you wash your hands really good. Baking soda won't hurt you, but you don't really want it all over your hands. So it's actually, you can put baking soda in your bath water and it makes the water feel really silky smooth. So I'm just going to fill it up till the bottom is covered up pretty good. Let's see. So I'm going to give one more scoop. So, and this is just a big tablespoon that I'm using, so no exact measurement here. I'm actually going to sit this on the floor. Okay, so I'm in a little bit of mess. So I'm going to get us some books to stack it up on so you can see it a little bit better. If it starts to go, you can see it. There we go. All right. So, are you ready? So, our vinegar has been soaking. Maybe it'll bubble up to the top. If not, we can add some more. We can do some more. So, let's see if our volcano will go. It's starting to bubble. There it goes. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's still reacting. Look at that. That is cool. When the vinegar hits the baking soda, it just reacts and starts to go. I'm actually going to pour a little bit more in there just to kind of see if we can burn off some more of that baking soda. Just because I like watching it erupt. It was really cool coming out. There it goes again. Woo! That is so cool. I like that. Every time the vinegar and the baking soda react to each other, vinegar is a liquid, baking soda is a solid, it's a powder. So we're going to keep pouring it and see what it's going to do. Here it comes again. Woo! Ah, there it keeps going. It's really cool. And it actually comes out and makes your volcano stick closer to it. And you can kind of watch how it goes down the sides. I just like watching it erupt. It's so cool. Here it comes again. Woo! It's neat watching it come over the sides. When you think about the lava, and every time you see like through Facebook or YouTube or another video about lava flows, it's really cool to watch how it works. So I still have a really good bit of baking soda. So obviously I can deduce that it doesn't take a whole lot of baking soda to make it erupt. But I really think this was a cool, fun Friday experiment. I'm going to try to